First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Lance now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Lance. Open man is Trey Burton. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On play action, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now they'll throw with Lance. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific 1st quarter here to begin the playoffs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. After 1 on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. A solid stiff arm. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Here's Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
One more time with Mostert. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Lance going to sneak it, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumping.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. 77 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And shedding through the tackle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Second down, here's Mostert again. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Lance going to sneak it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Hines. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on trots the field goal unit. And wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Murray. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The pass rush specialist, Dee Ford, in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, Tremont Smith. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Lance on the bootleg. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play action, now it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Hines. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This is Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lance going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Flush to his right. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. On 1st down, Hines. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big gain there on 3rd and long. A great run, but, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't.
But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.